Okay, I'm going to kick things off. My name is TUGGLE, and I had the privilege and the joy of serving as a co-chair for the Greatness Before Us campaign, along with Beth Holder and Libby Jones. Also had the privilege of serving on our board and for a period of time as a board chair, and so it is my privilege to welcome all of you, our donors, our special guests, members of the Agnes Scott community, to the special ceremony celebrating the rededication of Rebekah Scott Hall. I want a couple of thank yous. It seems like just yesterday we were across the way cutting the ribbon on Campbell Hall, where we said, and now we're going to march over there and get this done. And it is a really exciting day. Many people to thank here. I want to call out in particular Holder Construction, which has done a magnificent job, as you all have seen here. Here's the members of the Holder team here. Can we have a wave? Okay. Thank you. Great job. Jenkins, Peter, Cannon, Design, Carter, all those who worked on the project and brought us here today. All of those folks, just identify yourself as well. Thank you. And it goes without saying, you know, the generous donors, and this is really all about you, and an opportunity to thank you, but also to see your generosity at work here, and we couldn't have done it without you, and I hope you're happy and pleased with your investment. It's a great moment in time to have Rebekah Scott Hall renovated and to have the Elizabeth Keach Welcome Center as the college hits these record enrollment numbers. Alexa, I guess now we can, expect to double the enrollment? Yes. She thought that was really funny. So with that, welcome. We have a great program for you. And with that, I'm going to turn things over to Reverend Kate COLUSSY-ESTES, who serves as the Julia Thompson Smith Chaplain, who will offer an invocation. Reverend Kate, thank you.
What a wonderful opportunity this is to rededicate this building that has been such a part of the history of Agnes Scott. Housing students for so many years and feeding them as part of its lifetime as well. Future Scotties will continue to call this home, and now it is our very front door. And blessings for one's home and front door exist in multiple traditions. From a mezuzah on the door frame of an observant Jewish home, to the chalking to welcome the new year in Christian traditions, to the pagan blessing of the threshold, we call on ways to bless and honor our spaces. I invite you to join with me in prayer as we bless this newly reimagined space. God of all things great and small, wise and wonderful, we give you thanks. For this building that has withstood wind and rain, rising and plummeting temperatures, and rising and plummeting economics, we are grateful. She stands here on this campus, and at her initial dedication was celebrated as a home for our students and a celebration of the woman whose name it bears, who was the joyous center of her own home. We ask your blessing that this may be a place of welcome and hospitality, that those who enter these doors feel the sense of home so important to the initial builders. Help us to speak and live a life of welcome and hospitality, so that each welcome through these doors may be genuine and heartfelt. We give you thanks for those who made this building possible, the donors, the architects, the builders, those whose labors supported this work, and the hands that painted walls and hammered nails and drilled holes. We give thanks for the students and staff who will live and work here each and every day for many years to come. Bless this place and all who live here and all who visit. May we be blessed with health, kindness of heart, gentleness, and keeping of your law. Fill us with your light, that our love for each other may go out to all. And as the prayer for this building at its initial dedication more than 100 years ago was that it stand for ages and that from it shall flow many streams of sacred influences, may it ever be so. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Kate. My name is Beth Holder. I am board chair here at Rebekah Scott College, and I want to extend a welcome to all of you on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Well, we just have had 2 days of board meetings here at the college, and it's the first time that the trustees have been over here to actually witness this beautiful facility. So I would like for our trustees to stand and be recognized. I know there are many of them here in the room. I would also like our former trustees to stand and be recognized. The reason I do that is because of how important they are to us and the time, talent, and commitment and treasure they provide to the college. And they are some of our major donors and have steadfastly been supportive of the college for many, many years, and particularly to Rebekah Hall. So that's a group that really needs to be recognized for their devotion and support of this space. Other folks that need to be recognized are friends and supporters out there in our community that include our alums, and there are many of you here today, support this facility. I love the stories about how our alums have bought rooms, dorm rooms, and named them for friends or for their mothers who lived in the dorm rooms. There was a real passion and energy behind supporting this facility. Also, we need to recognize and thank other folks in the community, particularly our foundations and our community, from our community and in the state of Georgia and also outside the state of Georgia. We had some wonderful support outside the state of Georgia. So it is my job and my pleasure to thank all of our wonderful donors and supporters who have made this, this renovation possible. So thank you so much, and we're very grateful, and we just hope you'll continue the support of this wonderful place. So now I get to turn over the program to my colleague, Ann Glendenning, who has been a long time chair of our Environment and Facilities Committee. They've done a lot of work, as Clyde mentioned before, with the renovation of Rebekah. This renovation, hopefully of Maine, just right there in the corner of your eye in the near future, and so many other things on campus, and Ann has provided that leadership. So Ann is going to come up here and tell us about this wonderful space. So again, thank you for your generosity and support of the college.
What a great day. What a great day. I remember well standing over on the Campbell steps and Clyde giving us this challenge to go across the way and fix that. And that was scary. That was really scary. But what a fantastic team gathered around this challenge. Aggie Scott faculty, staff, students, consultants, architects, designers, builders, the Board of Trustees, the Environment and Facilities Committee. And the Environment and Facilities Committee was there from the start, giving support, giving questions, giving suggestions, giving advice, perhaps more advice sometimes than was requested. 3 goals were paramount in this process. Preserve and enhance this beautiful and historic asset of the college so that our grandmothers would be proud. Create living spaces, working spaces, and a welcome center that is appealing and challenging to the next generations. And forward the college's commitment to sustaining the environment. In 2008, the Board of Trustees ratified a requirement that future renovations be LEED certified at some level. Achieving LEED certification at any level for renovation of a 1905 building is no small task. Design, demolition, material selection, construction, disposal of materials, water and energy efficiencies, all of these and many more things contributed to achieving LEED Platinum certification. Given by the U.S. Green Council. And I'd like to recognize and welcome representatives from the Green Building Council, Georgia, and thank you for Agnes Scott's recognition. Are Shelby Busseau and Suzanne Perth are here? Oh. This LEED Platinum certification for renovation of Rebekah, along with LEED Gold certification for Campbell, and LEED Silver for the Anna Young Alumni House demonstrate Agnes Scott's commitment to sustainable practices and challenge us in our next renovation, Main Hall. I'd like to add my thanks also for the donors present here today. As you walk through the building, I hope you'll notice all the little signs and be touched by those signs that show the care that people have taken for this building and honoring the building. And they challenge the next generation to give back. And that's what the message is. Rebekah Scott Hall is now a living, vibrant lesson on giving back and on celebrating history and on protecting the environment. With pleasure, I'd like to introduce Alexa Wood-GAETA, Vice President for Enrollment and Dean of Admissions and Financial Aid. And she gets to work here.
Welcome. Thank you, Anne. On behalf of the enrollment team here at Agnes Scott, which is the Office of Admission Operations, and Financial Aid. By the way, give a shout out if you're from those offices. Yay! We are thrilled to be back in this building. It has really been a transforming and historic experience for us as a team. This new Welcome Center means our visitors to campus, especially our prospective students, parents, and their guests, have a dedicated, beautiful, state-of-the-art location designed specifically for their comfort and needs, in which they can immediately feel at home. Just this academic year alone, we anticipate welcoming over 1,000 families to this space. With this Welcome Center, we can now tell our summit story to future generations of Scotties in a really compelling and memorable way. When you're entering the gallery from the front, Scotties are visually walked through their 4 years on campus, while getting a feel for the many opportunities available to them in the surrounding community of Decatur and nearby Atlanta. The Around the World map to the right side of the space gives a wonderful depiction of different study abroad and journeys locations where current and past Scotties have traveled and where they themselves might one day travel. Make sure you check that out, it's pretty darn amazing. The back wall features amazing outcomes as well from our alumni base. These items are wonderful conversation pieces for prospective students and their families. Along with the guidance and warm nature of our new Admission Experience Fellow, families leave Agnes Scott with a signature Agnes Scott experience. I'd now like to welcome AMIRA Dougherty, President of the Student Government Association.
Thank you, Alexa. Good morning, and on behalf of the Student Government Association and the current students of Agnes Scott, I say welcome back to campus. So on behalf of the students, once again, we'd like to thank you for your continued support in the creation of this wonderful new renovated space. Having an area on campus with consistent air conditioning, study rooms, just a little bit, study rooms, kitchens, and comfortable common areas in which to study and meet makes this such a more vibrant, much more vibrant community. Every day, students see evidence of alumni giving through our new spaces. In the Welcome Center in particular, prospective students and current Scotties alike have an opportunity to walk through not only what they can expect from their experience, but also the history of our other shared experiences. It's a constant reminder to students that they can contribute to Agnes Scott in the future and of the power of alumni giving. So once again, we thank you for your dedication to making our campus community greater.
Thank you, Amira. I'm Lee Zach. I'm the president of Rebekah Scott College. And I have to say that this is a very special day for all of us. But having been recently welcomed by this community, I think it's really fitting that I have the opportunity to participate in this rededication of this phenomenal building and our Welcome Center as well. I also have to say, many people ask me, what's the difference between Washington, D.C. and Atlanta and Decatur and Agnes Scott? And one of the things I had really pointed to was the level of hospitality and also philanthropy. And Beth mentioned that we just finished our board meeting. Well, in February of 1905, at their board meeting, they voted to go ahead with the building of this building and to do the fundraising. At that time, the financing for the college was, or for this building, was $20,000 from the Scott family, an additional $38,000 from 9 donors, ranging from $500 to $15,000. So we might have had a little different price tag today. And we couldn't have done what we did to create this beautiful environment, to welcome our visitors, to house our students, to be a community center where people would be proud of, without the amazing philanthropy of so many people in this room. In particular, I want to thank our amazing chairs and participants in the committee for the greatness before us. So I'd like to recognize Beth Holder, Ann Glendenning, Libby Jones, and Clyde Tuttle. Could you please stand? You deserve quite the recognition. I also want to thank so many of you, whether it's you gave $1 or you gave much more, whether you gave of your time, of your service, in planning and preparation. We could not have what we have here today without all of you. I also want to thank our community members. That's the other very important part about Agnes Scott. It is its own community, but it really shares in the local community. And we have representatives here today from our local community, which I wish to thank. I also want to thank our vendors and our suppliers and all of the people who helped to create this phenomenal building with what you provided and what you did. Also, a very special thank you to those people who are up on the wall, those companies, who provided opportunities for our students. I know you're going to continue to provide those opportunities, and I challenge many more of you out there to bring our Scotties into your fold in advancing their careers and helping them away along the path. I want to see your names out there too, and I'm looking forward to that. I have to say, and Anne, thanks so much for mentioning the fact that this building is not only LEED, it is LEED Platinum. It is such an amazing achievement. I want to thank Anne for her leadership in this. I also want to thank Susan Kidd, who is our phenomenal Director of Sustainability. Susan, could you please stand? In addition to the fact, and I just want people to realize, not only is it LEED Platinum, this is LEED Platinum in a renovation. That is almost unheard of. It really is astonishing. But you know what? It's not that astonishing, because this is Agnes Scott College, and we are #1 with respect to innovation. So I know we're here to celebrate. This is just the beginning. We may have some other things to do. Yes, did we mention Maine? But in the meantime, please enjoy your time here. Enjoy one another. We thank you from the bottoms of our hearts for everything that you have done to make this college a success and making this building the outstanding place that it is. So we are going to continue to celebrate We have refreshments here in the great room. We are about to go to the archway out in the Welcome Center to do a ribbon cutting. There will be tours throughout the building, and for those who may not want to take the stairs, there is actually an elevator at the student entrance. I will also tell you, this building already, and many of you may know, is near and dear to my heart. It is my second office because during the summertime when I came, I was looking for another spot to go. And I will share with you one of my favorite spots. On the veranda, all the way to the right-hand side, there are a couple rocking chairs. Above the rocking chairs, there's a fan and Wi-Fi. That is my office outside my office. I now need to find a fireplace or something else for the wintertime, but this building welcomed me as so many of you have. So thank you very much, and I welcome you to this phenomenal rededication of this building. Thank you.